Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. I don't even know why his team showed up. Back. 5.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Space to maneuver at the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, Swift. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fields being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ready? 59, check, 59. Here we go, D, get off the field.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64. Weak. Strip that ball. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Eason almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Right, let's go. Hey, Mike's 15, Mike's 15.
From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Keep it up. Hey! Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Operating from the gun. Eason, quick hitter here, it's complete. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill. No take. Spell. Mike, go. I got you. I got you, son. You're all mine. You're all mine.
And play clock winding down here, and a timeout is called. Just their first of the half, so they'll talk this one over. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the back up. Go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Go, 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 go.
Right, let's go. Hey, Mike.
On first down, Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 18, Gator.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Protein, sneak rip, sneak rip.
On third down, it's Patton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
50, Mike 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Show it up, show it up. Kill it.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Eason. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now with Robinson. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight go, tight go, tight go.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
52, block 52. 52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 50. Right here, right here. Hey, Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And he's got his man on the out route.
Complete to number 3. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
55. Hey, orbit. 59 mark, go.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Lost the twist.
From the gun, Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the screen! Now! Stay at home.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
15
To throw again. Eason. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 minutes remaining in this first half. For football.
Let's go, let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Check, 59. Ain't no shot.
Off play action. Fields. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down. Patton. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
52's the mic, boy. 50. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. No.
On first down, Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Switch. Hustle. 52, Mike 52. I got you. Whoa, 52, Mike 52.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check curls.
Looking to throw. Eason trying to lay one up deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
It's our field.
On first down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You. It's great. My turn. He's checking. Crash.
The final shot before break. Fields. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Now he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Set, cut, and read. 52 right here. 52, exit.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Fields. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
218, chopper. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run. Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Under crunch.
On 4th down, Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Robinson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Check.
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Mike 59.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let him know. Hey, switch gears. 53, Mike. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Watch out.
From the gun, Fields. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9". Down to lose one. Mike, check, 59. That's it. I'm trying to collect.
Operating from the gun. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Browns get a score closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Push him back. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Let's take it inside his own 40. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. He returns the punt 61 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st down, Fields. He's got a man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Eason, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Patton, powerful running, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Eason, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go.
looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. To throw on second down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On third down, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On third down, it's Robinson. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.